How y'all doing, folks? I'm Stately. It is 6 o'clock. Let's play some Minecraft. Today, I think we are going to work on the Spleef arena that we started on, what was it, Saturday? Friday? Seems like it's been a while. Oh, hey, check it out. I am in the Salty Parrot. Why is it called the Salty Parrot? Because of the parrots. Let's make the parrots dance. That's always fun. Whose shulker boxes are these? They're not mine. Oh, they're so cute. These guys don't want to play. They're too far away. I guess you have to be within 3-block range of the jukebox. Diamond King, welcome to the stream. Mr. Freezy, how you doing? Welcome. I do believe you're the first one on YouTube, Freezy. Good to see you. Alrighty, let's head on over to the build site. We started this, well, the last time I streamed Minecraft, which was before the weekend. Alright, DK, you know where to find me, right? And so far we haven't done a whole lot, but you gotta start somewhere. The idea here is the area marked off with the dirt is going to be the actual playing field. The area around it is going to be space for the spectators and room for the scoring box and the redstone. We're going to redstone this one up. I'm going to do a scoring system and automated countdown and stuff, so I'm going to need room for that. Your internet is fast today. Mine was a little iffy earlier, but it seems better now. Why is my character left-handed? It just kind of is. I find it a little more natural because, you know, you left click to do stuff with your main hand. So I ended up making my character left-handed when that option became available in one. Alright, Turkey, we'll hold off on teasing the spawn. Turkey's working on the spawn for Tribal Craft, and I'll give you guys an update on Tribal Craft progress during the stream later on. So take it easy, man. Will do. I was hoping to keep this tree, but it's too close to the whole build here. So we're gonna get rid of it. Not like I don't need the dark oak. So, let's see. Turkey is the very definition of a good guy. He's been working on the spawn for the new tribal for most of today, and it's looking great. So I'm very pleased with that so far. What I think we're going to do here is we're going to stick with dark oak for things like pillars and verticals, and wherever we need logs we'll use dark oak. Hey Mr. Shadow, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. But for the bulk of this we'll probably stick with spruce. Dark oak tends to be a little too dark for my liking. Yes, absolutely, DK. We will check out the new Blaze Farm. Diamond King has made an automated Blaze Farm, which I briefly saw when I protected it a few days ago. It looks very good indeed. Hey, Zex, how you doing, man? Welcome. Ow. Come on. This can't be that hard. And it turns out it wasn't. I'm just kind of bad at everything. Yep. Just make that one. I've done this before. We're going to have a button in the referee box for each team. And that button will allow a hopper to advance an item 1 tick The item will be connected to a comparator. The comparator will activate a light, so every time you press the button, it moves on to the next light. This server is built entirely in survival with the exception of spawn, yes. We have in the past actually built survival spawns in survival. But when you actually have to get a server launched, that's not always viable. Let's see. So is that high enough for the playing field? I'm thinking maybe this level here is where the playing field will be. On Doozy, spawn was built in creative, yes. On PvE, spawn was built in survival, but that's very time consuming. Come on, Spider. I'm busy. I need to get a bed out here. That would help. But these days, you know, especially with the vanilla servers that we launch. Well, thanks, Mr. Freezy. I appreciate it. Especially with the vanilla servers that we launch, there's just not enough time to build anything in survival. We try to get them out within, you know, a matter of days of the new revisions coming out, and that just doesn't leave time to go around and doing all of the stuff that we, you know, maybe even like to do. Okay, well, I tried. Fell over a little bit, but I tried. 1.12.2. I have not heard anything about 1.12.2, no. I'll take your word for it. I don't disbelieve you, but I haven't heard anything about it. Remember, guys, if you're watching and you want to join us, that URL is play.1mc3.com. Ow. Oh, come on, Stately. Stop being such a klutz. Logo change? Really? They're changing the logo? Is this something I need to care about or pretend to care about? Because I'm really good at pretending to care about things. It's kind of hard to tell if you're at the right level. I think we're good here. Oh, that's right. I heard about that. They're pretty adamant about the whole new edition that they're building. I think they're going to be disappointed. I mean, I get that people play it on consoles and that they play it on handheld devices, but I think given the choice, considering just the whole ecosystem around the Java edition, it's kind of a no-brainer that people would prefer the Java edition. Well, you're always welcome. If you want to come over and hang out with us, Freezy, you are always welcome to do so. It is a public server. We do community builds. Like this, I can use help with this at some point if anybody's interested. Although right now I mostly need somebody to just gather up a bunch of spruce for me. Okay, well, that's the skeleton, I guess. Yeah, when you come over, you can lead me over to the blaze grinder. DK. Oh, with spruce? Excellent. Let's see. Alright, so the playing field is going to be at the level of the top here. That leaves plenty of room to drop down and go back up without us having to dig a pit, which is kind of what I wanted to accomplish here. Our next step should be to... Let's see. Well, we should probably do the structural stuff first. So our next step will be to put down a platform connected to all of these pillars here. And I think we're going to connect the pillars together with horizontal logs. And that should work fine. Okay, then we'll put down a platform. We'll have an upper level as well, but I think we'll use different materials. We'll maybe use fencing for pillars instead of logs, just to... Oh, yikes. You in Florida, Freezy? You made it through the weather events okay? Yeah, swing on by whenever, man. Always good to have new players on. You've been on here before, haven't you? Some differences. Well, yeah, it's still Minecraft, and there are differences. I mean, the gameplay differences are reasonably minor these days. There's not a huge amount of air between the two. The Unified Edition or the C++ Edition. Hey Reese, how you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. You do have better performance on the PC. In some cases, significantly better performance. And that's definitely a major issue because performance of the Java edition is iffy as it comes. That said, it doesn't have the ability to run Spigot servers with all of the customization options that you get. You're limited to command blocks, and there is some custom server software out there now that's starting to mature a little bit, but not there yet. It's kind of like Sponge, which is theoretically supposed to be a replacement for Spigot, but has been kind of about to happen any second now for the last 3 years, and it just doesn't seem to be going anywhere. I mean, if we could run a 1MC3 server for the Unified Edition and have access to the global chat and moderation tools and all of the things that we have on here that make the server interesting, I'd very likely do that. Or at least consider it, but it's not there. It just there's no way to do most of the things that we do on here. Custom plugin for vanilla servers. I write my own plugins, Freeze, thank you. And we have a fair number of them. Even the vanilla server here has a decent number of plugins. We have the custom heads, we have the block assassin mini game, we have the global chat and mail and stuff like that. We use our own mod tools. Is it Zex? Well, that guarantees you privacy at least. Yeah, but that's theoretically true of the mobile version as well, right? You can still import maps. I don't know, maybe someday they'll come out with a decent API. You need to treat Minecraft multiplayer as kind of an MMO, which means that ideally you want to be able to handle many players at once, which we can even though we don't have many players. Didn't I grab... what the hell? I grabbed spruce logs, and now they've disappeared. I'm 100% sure I grabbed spruce logs. Oh. Well, not really. I mean, you can do the exact same thing on the Java edition. Just copy the world over and you're good to go. Anyway, let's get some spruce growing here. Hopefully we can just get a nice giant spruce. And let's see what's in the build chest here. Yeah, the whole Minecraft API that Mojang promised way back in the day before they got bought out by Microsoft for an ungodly amount of money has never really materialized. I guess realistically it just is Bucket. I think Bucket's the closest thing to an official API that Minecraft has right now. And that's what we use, although, you know, we use the Spigot implementation because performance. So, I'm gonna have a look around and see if I can find some bones so I can make that tree grow a little faster. There's always some bones lying around in a build chest somewhere. Application programming interface. Hey Hunter, how you doing? And welcome to the stream. It's basically an interface that allows you to write code against a code base. In this case, it's something that allows you to write, say, plugins for Minecraft, and allows you to extend the game, add new and interesting stuff. Minecraft doesn't have an official API. That doesn't mean it doesn't have an API. Bucket and Spigot are APIs, and Forge is an API as well. Boneless pizza. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, well, Microsoft has never been big on openness. They have an entirely different vision of what Minecraft should be than I think most players do. Yeah, but no API. And, you know, even though the Java edition doesn't have an official API, it does have an API. There is the add-on system, which I guess technically is an API. It's just a little limited in scope. Again, the criterion that I have for running an API on well, let's say the Unified Edition would be that you can effectively run an MMO on it, which means you can do high-class user management, you can add features, you can add gameplay functionality, and the Unified API does do some of that. There are a lot of like custom games that you download as maps, but they're not really geared towards heavy multiplayer. You know what I'd like to do in Minecraft? This is kind of my holy grail. I need, and I've tried to do this over and over again, but I need a way to create a ball. A simple ball. Something that you can throw that bounces off walls that other players can catch. Because if I could create a ball, I could create so many awesome little mini games. But I have experimented with this and with, you know, trying to emulate physics. It's non-trivial. It's much harder than I thought it would be. I know it can be done. But Hypixel isn't about to give me their code. And I haven't... Oh, I do have spruce wood. I have a lot of spruce wood. I just chopped down a spruce tree. Of course I have a lot of spruce wood. Come on, Stately. Do try to keep up. You know how to create a ball? You can do a ball in Spigot? Show me, man. Show me the plugin. I'd love to see it. What I've done before is I got reasonably far using a snowball and kind of tagging the snowball so that when it lands, instead of going poof, it just kind of stops there. But what I haven't been able to do is get it to like bounce off walls or actually behave like a ball. So, you know, it's still kind of my holy grail of things that I'd like to be able to do in Minecraft. My inventory is full again because of course it is, but I need these saplings because I am nowhere near done with harvesting spruce. Yeah, man, show me what you got. I'd love to see what you can come up with. As long as I can address it as an item, I can do something with it. Oh, this hasn't decayed because it's attached to that post. Hey, Zix, thanks for voting. I appreciate it. It's voting time. Yeah, when Tribal finally launches, I'm hoping I can get some new players in because that game needs a decent player count, so I'm hoping we can just get a lot of votes in a couple of days to get some new players onto Tribal. Thank you, everybody who votes. Remember, your votes really do help. So, in-game, type /vote, click on the link, and do the thing. Oh, there's plenty of saplings dropping off that one tree there. Let's see. Hoodoo? The voodoo that you do so well? And remember, guys, if you're watching on Twitch or YouTube, you like what you see, consider giving me a follow on Twitch or a sub on YouTube. It don't cost you nothing, and it makes me happy. So what do you got to lose? It's not going to release tomorrow, no. Wednesday is currently the goal. And that seems like a reasonable goal. But I can't guarantee it because Minecraft is fickle, and a lot of the things I'm doing are new and strange and untested and scary. Just like life. The bounce animations. Yeah, it's not so much the animations, it's the actual physics that I'm... Sorry, I had to tab out real quick. It's the actual physics that I've had trouble with. So getting it to bounce off a wall, because, for example, a collision event, on impact event, where a projectile hits something, that only triggers when the projectile hits an entity, not when the projectile hits a block. So that alone makes it challenging, because you have to kind of ray trace the ball and work out if it's about to hit a block, and it can take like less than a tick for a ball to go into a wall and disappear, and if you lose track of it at that point, it's gone. So all of the experimenting I've done so far has basically come to naught. My next plan, if I ever get around to trying this again, is going to be to try to... Whoa, this isn't good. This isn't symmetrical. Did I screw up? Oh, please tell me I didn't screw up. I screwed up. Yeah, Hypixel needs to tell us. Netherward at the player town? Start the extra loot crate thing on Christmas Eve? Sorry, I'm not sure what you're talking about, Zex. Alright, Ruben, take it easy. See you next time, man. But yes, Hypixel needs to tell us, I agree. Did I screw up? Yeah, I screwed up. See, this needs to be here. And one block back. Ah, crap. Crap, crap, crappity, crap, crap. Alright, let's see where I went wrong and see if it's an easy fix. Big delivery for state coming soon. This is my IBM mainframe. Always wanted an IBM mainframe so I can play Space War. I'm telling you guys, and if you tuned in Saturday, you may have seen it, you may not have, but Pulsar Lost Colony is a really fun game. We can do what a day early? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. You're confusing my brain. I'm already easily confused. I hope we're not already planning for Christmas, though. Yeah, I see the mistake, too. The problem is I carried the mistake around the entire build, so I'm probably going to have to redo this entire half. That's not an expensive thing, man. Do you like, literally have no access to money? Because you can get a usable microphone for $5. Just do the thing where you make 1,000,000 loot crates spawn a day early. We always do something for Christmas. What do I stream with? I use OBS Studio to stream. I've tried XSplit a little bit. Hana. I know how you tried to spell Honolulu. Badly. I should maybe... I should maybe fix the profanity filter, but to be honest, it amuses me. It's just freaking hilarious. No, I stream with OBS Studio. I use NVIDIA hardware encoding on a 1050 Ti, which is a reasonable video card. It's not high-end, but it's not low-end. It's good for gaming, and it's definitely good enough for Minecraft. I use a blue Snowball for my microphone, which I love. It's a fantastic microphone. It's I'd like something that was a little more directional, maybe. But other than that, it is an excellent microphone. And yes, it is a USB microphone. Those high-end Minecraft graphics, right? Well, honestly though, options, let's see. Video settings, let's have a look here. I was playing around with this a little bit, and the problem with shaders is not so much that they... Let's see, medium. Let's try Silders. It's not so much that they don't work, they just make the game really crashy. But these shaders work just fine. I'm pulling 60 FPS solid with a Silders shader on a 1050 Ti, and it looks great. I have absolutely no objections to this. Alright, take it easy, Zex. See you next time. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to keep it on for a little while because this is kind of nice. Okay, so I need to rejigger this. Right, this section here is fine. This is Silders. These are the popular ones. All your shaders are garbage. This isn't even the high-end Silders shader. This is the default. And as you can see, it looks pretty darn good. Okay, alright. I guess we need to... crap. I guess we need to do the sides again. So I'm going to take out the corners and... Let's see. Yeah, there's a huge gap here. I don't know where I went wrong, but I clearly went wrong. I downloaded 3. Well, what kind of video card do you have? Do you have something fairly competent? I've seen a Forge plugin that actually gets rid of the sharp lines and renders everything as a gradient. Hey, Noble. And it looks great. It's a fantastic looking plugin. It makes actually playing the game almost impossible, though. So if somebody would come up with a way to have the gradients while still being able to place blocks and break blocks reliably, that would be fantastic. But as of right now, none of those are suitable for actually playing the game. They're great for making it look good and walking around and showing it off. Whereas a shader pack like this, I feel like I could play with this, assuming that the game doesn't crash, which it often does. Let me get some light going on here. I'm going to have to head over to the Salty Parrot in a little bit and make it daytime again, because these shaders do make the world a hell of a lot darker. I understand. If you see him, if you run into the glitched villager while I'm on, let me know so I can come and look at it. I would like to see it. I've seen something similar happen before. I've had it happen with a minecart, actually, which duped itself randomly. But it's a very rare occurrence. It's not something that happens often. But yeah, this is a nice shader. I do like this. And now, inexplicably, my axe is in my offhand. I think I'm going to be on an apple diet today. Yeah, I have a 1050 Ti, which is basically a slightly faster 1050 with more memory. Got it for a decent price. I think it was like 140 bucks. My philosophy for video cards is usually that I won't pay more than $150 for it. Because, you know, there's the whole value for money curve, and once you start getting up above, say, $200, the increases in price are much more significant than the noticeable increases in quality. I mean, I don't have a 4K monitor, and that does make a difference. I don't have a VR system. Although I'd love to have one. Yeah, you picked up New Vegas, didn't you, Noble? Yeah, 119 is a good price for a 1050. Hey, DK. Let me finish chopping these down, and then we'll go check out the blaze spawner that you built. Cool. Give me just a sec. I'm an idiot, but that's okay. Alright, let's put some stuff away and then we'll go have a look. What up, Noble? I definitely don't. Yeah. There's so many different things you can do in New Vegas. I think my last playthrough I was NCR. And the first time I played, I was like solo. Tycoon. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Thanks, man. Alright, into the build chest it goes. Roller Coaster Tycoon. Which version of Roller Coaster Tycoon? There is definitely some weirdness with this shader. I don't know if you guys can see it, but the name tags over people's names look a little ridiculous. Still, we'll give it a go for this stream, and we can always turn it off if we have to. For now, it's kind of fun. It looks good. Does it look okay on stream? Is it not too dark? What up, man? Nobody's trying to assassinate me right this second, by the look of it. You got, yeah, that's, I don't know, a 1050 for 3-4K monitor seems very underpowered. See, this is one of the things that you get with shaders. The background shouldn't be light blue. The background should be black here. And for some reason, it's not. It's light blue. It looks ridiculous. It looks like the sky in the overworld. It's actually clouds. That's stupid. Why you do this, Silder? So I'm following Diamond King to his new build. He has recently constructed an automated blaze grinder, which we are going to check out. Alright, that's the end of my tolerance for this shader pack. I just can't stand the light blue sky here. Let's see if there are any other ones we can try out. What do you guys think about Dr. Dreads? Those look pretty good. But again, white sky, black foreground. This is not going to work. What else have we got? Mr. Meeps. They're all the same. They all have the same light background. I wonder if that's some kind of limitation with the system. Because that doesn't seem like something anybody would do voluntarily. Alright, well, let's just go back to the internal shaders. That's too bad. Alright, sorry I lost you there, DK. I got distracted by shaders. Well, I'm sure it's fine for just desktop work, but a 1050 is marginal for gaming on a single... Hey, check it out. We got another fake donation. Thank you, Lemon Lizard, for the fake donation. This is my fake gratitude. Remember, guys, if you want to support the stream and you're thinking maybe I should make a fake donation, what you could do instead is just give me a follow on Twitch or a sub on YouTube. Yeah, the mailbox, that thing's irritating. Yeah, 1080 Ti, that's the way to go, man. Oh, it's pretty close to spawn, too. It's right over there. Quality approach route. No chance of falling into the lava. Very good. That's fantastic. You got the timer going, you got all the important stuff. Excellent. Is it... I can't really see if it's on or off right now. I guess it's on because that's ablaze. So let's let a couple drop down, and then we'll use the crusher. No, now it's off. The lava here serves as lighting, and that prevents the blazes from spawning, because blazes will spawn at a higher level. Oh, if you check out Twitch, people will use /me to fake a donation notification. It happens like every single stream these days. Yeah, that would be good. This works on a monostable toggle switch, so you could probably get a light like right above it or something pretty easily. So the way this works, and this is very similar to Mumbo Jumbo's design, I think it's a little smaller, is you can close this to prevent blazes from getting down, and when you press this button over here, blazes will get crushed down to 1 hit point, and then you can kill them in a single hit. But most importantly, you can also just AFK here until there's a couple hundred blazes, then press the suffocator button and then just throw in a splash potion and kill like 300 of them at once. Although I don't see... Oh, down here is where you can actually hit them. Okay. Gotcha. So this is an excellent build. Well done, Diamond King. Yeah, entity cramming will get you eventually. Are we too far away from the spawner? Is that the reason they're not coming down in droves? I know we're not too far away from the spawner here. There we go. Now we're getting some blazes. And this where you uses pushers and... Wait. Are those corners supposed to be empty down there, DK? Because it looks like blazes can get stuck in them. This is a more compact design than the one I'm familiar with. The one I'm familiar with is... Okay, so the lava, yeah, I guess there's no choice, right? The lava has to go somewhere. Oh, you just do /me. It's an emote. So if you type /me has donated, it'll show up in red, and you know, 9-year-olds get all excited, and then they're like, haha, psych, because being cruel to strangers on the internet is apparently funny. Isn't that right, Lemon Lizard? 1, 2, 3. Whoa. Or was I supposed to... Oh, here's the AFK hole. Check. Very nice. So, now we can go ahead and close this off. And you got the crusher going. And then once you've done that, and they're down to 1 hit point, you can just... one hit them with your bare hands. I guess you gotta be a little careful because they can still get a shot out, apparently. That's a great job, DK. Excellent. Yeah, one swipe with the sword will do like a bunch of them. Good work, man. Very nicely done. Consider me suitably impressed. Does this go somewhere? I should be careful here. We are in a nether fortress, which means potentially dangerous mobs. You have a spawning platform for wither skeletons over here, don't you, Noble? Or is this not yours? It's down there. It's not. This is not the spawning platform. But they do spawn down below here. Right now it's just blazes and zigs. Oh, and I'm stuck. Okay, that's not a good design feature. That's not a good design feature at all. I've tried that before, Noble. It turned out to be far more difficult than advertised. Alright, let me grab some pearls. Get out of here. Okay, cool. Zex and Hunter made it? Okay. Yeah, I'm not entirely clear what the design is down there. There are daylight sensors, which seem to make no sense at all. It's all a little strange. Cool. A job well done. Yeah, you'd think walking in a straight line wasn't hard, but it turns out I'm kind of bad at it. And pray no gas spawn. Exactly. And remember, guys, if you want to join us here, this is a public server. The URL is play.1mc3.com. Oh, it's just for the height of the things. It's just because they need to be that high. Is that so the wither skeletons can't get to you? Oh, I see. Clever. Very clever. Cool. Anyways, it's public, I believe, right, DK? Anybody can use that. Might be nice to put up some signs towards it at some point. And if you're wondering why I didn't take fall damage there, these are elevators. We have a custom elevator block, which you can place to turn any old shaft into an elevator shaft. I created that because I was sick to death of reinventing the elevator every time a new type of, anytime a new major version was released. Cool. So there you go, guys. Y'all can thank Diamond King for the... Or you can kill him in gratitude. It was a love tap. We murder because we love. Just to clarify, this is a PvE server. The assassination minigame doesn't actually cause any damage. It's more like tag. Pokemon Yellow. You play it on the original Game Boy, or do you use an emulator? Ruben, welcome to the stream. Hey, guys, those of you watching on Twitch, it seems like that Streamlabs overlay is still broken, but I don't have a Twitch... I don't have a Twitch window open right now. So if any of you are watching on Twitch on the desktop, let me know if you can see the little chest thing in the bottom right corner. That is as it should be, Ruben. Although the original Game Boy screen was a little iffy, but that is the way to go. I have this Raspberry Pi 2 that I've had lying around for bleeding ever, and I keep wanting to install Picate on it, and I keep not getting around to it, but I'd love to make a little custom retro gaming box that I can hook up to my TV. They make USB-based controllers that look exactly like the old Super Nintendo controllers. So I figure I get one of those, hook it up to my TV, load in every Sega Saturn and Nintendo and Super Nintendo game ever. Have some nostalgia. Be a fun little project. It's pretty easy to do. It's all kind of off-the-shelf stuff, and I can 3D print a nice little case that looks like a Nintendo or like an Atari or any one of a gazillion old systems. Okay, so let's see. We're good now. For now, we're good. But I need to work out exactly what went wrong here and try not to do it again. One more kill for that diamond flare, that juicy, juicy diamond assassination flare. A 1MC3 Game Boy case. Well, the problem, the only real issue with that, because that is a cool idea, is that right now I only have the computer configured to, the printer configured to print with PLA, which is a fairly brittle plastic material. Henry Quinn, how you doing, man? Welcome. There's another one, Anime Views. Thank you for the fake contribution. I appreciate it. At least he's, you know, literally admitting that it's a fake contribution instead of hoping that some poor sod will fall for it. If you do want to chip in, though, there is a chip in link in the description under the video on Twitch, and if you contribute in-game, you will also get flair. Contributors flair. We don't offer any in-game benefits because it's not how we roll around here, but you do get the cool flair so that everybody knows that you are supporting 1MC3, the best Minecraft server network nobody has ever heard of. I'm a little biased, but I have the right to be biased. Damn it, did I put my dirt away? I probably put it away. See, Freezy? That's what people do. And I'm sure they're like chuckling to themselves, thinking they're all clever. Nah, never. Me, biased about my own server? Never. So since I'm clearly an idiot today, I'm just going to do this the very careful way. And I'm just going to do one side and then go to the other side and mirror it. I'm making the area around the arena pretty large because we're going to have a substantial amount of redstone going through it, and I want to have plenty of space. I don't want to have to crowd stuff in, which is kind of standard operating procedure a lot of times. You know, somebody comes up with an awesome design for a build and then goes, oh, by the way, I want a bunch of redstone stuff in here, and there's no room left. I've had to do that before. I've had to squeeze redstone contraptions into teeny tiny little places because the designer didn't stop to think that redstone takes up a lot of space. Okay, alright, now we'll go. So this is kind of our diagonal. I think what we'll do here is we'll go 1, 2, 3, and 1. So 1, 2, 3, and 1, right? Make sure I didn't screw that up again. I did not. Hey, I managed to not screw something up. Go Stately, it's your birthday. Go Stately, it's your birthday. Bye-bye. Take it easy, Freezy. Take it easy, Freezy. Easy, Freezy. For your hobbit armor. Or, you know, to assassinate somebody. Do you take me for a fool? 1, 2, 3, and 1. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. You look pretty shifty to me. I'm burning through my food pretty quickly. It's these apples, they don't have a whole lot of saturation. Go to the Mesa and get your own? Why would you go to the Mesa for chainmail? No comprende. No comprende, señor. Let's see. Are we getting there? We are getting there. Anybody wants to help out with this? I would welcome the assistance. It's more fun to build together anyway. Oh, your base is in the mesa, okay. I thought there was like some specific spawning trait that you were looking for that only occurs in the mesa. Alright, so once we get here, we want to be, what is it, like 3 blocks out. So this is stuff where we know where we want it to be. And same thing over here. 1, 2, 3, and then the 4th, right? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, and then on the 4th we have the pillars. 1, 2, 3. I think I have enough of all of the various woods that I need now to get the skeleton of this thing put together. I'm going to show you guys a cool trick for spectating in a little bit too. Probably was. Sorry, stream delay. I'm not sure what you're referring to there. Let me just sleep real quick. I should probably just drag a bed out here, huh? Then again, the salty parrot isn't far away, and it's cozy in there. I finished my apples pretty quickly. Went through 10 apples in like 20 minutes. Back to the fruit of my ranch. Just a friendly reminder, the URL is play.1mc3.com as shown in the top left of the screen, should you care to join us. And nobody's asked yet, but we don't have a 3D print today. We'll get a new print going tomorrow, hopefully. I'm up for a couple of rounds once I get Tribal up and running. I'm definitely interested in giving it a go in multiplayer. That's about as close as you can get. Whoa, Diamond King, you've really brought every single mob in town out here, haven't you? What am I looking at, DK? Stand by. I don't know, man. I don't trust him. I think he's trying to assassinate me in a very specific biome so that he can get my head. So I'm not going there. Nice try. Are follows broken? Are the notifications not working, Ruben? Streamlabs was having a cow earlier. It might be completely down. I thought it was just their thingamajigger. I knew it. Yeah, Pie's Place, you mean his little public farm? Still in progress. It is going to be public now. So Streamlabs is the thing that provides the overlays that notify you when you have a new follower and stuff like that. And they launched this... Sorry, DK. Better luck next time. They launched this new interactive overlay for Twitch, and we tested it a couple of streams ago. It didn't work. I don't know if it works now. I don't know if they fixed it, but when I was trying to activate the overlay earlier today, it wasn't activating at all. So I think they're having capacity issues or something. So it's possible if you do follow that you won't get a notification on screen. I apologize for that. It is unfortunately outside of my control. Okay, and then the next one goes here, right? But don't let that stop you from following me on Twitch or subscribing on YouTube. Hey Smoke, how you doing? Welcome back. And the altitude is correct now. Okay. Feather falling is my friend. I would be dead so much more often than I already are without feather falling. Than I already am. Oh, speaking of which, DK, I don't have him. I don't know where I put him this time. Did I already give you your shulkers, DK? I just have an inventory full of junk right now. There, all of that. Oh, I got a flower off Diamond King. Nice. Nice. We are on 1.12 G18. Where did I put him? I had him in my inventory, and I guess I offloaded him to make space for something else. But I don't know which chest I put him in. Ah, here they are. Are you still nearby? You could have had a head instead of a flower, but I'm not going to give up my head easily, DK. Nobody's got it yet. Nobody has managed to get my head with Block Assassin so far. So, keep trying, folks. So let's see, 1, 2, and 1. And then we can do 1 and 1, right? Like that. Still something not quite right here. Like that. You really want your own head. Hey, Wilman. I haven't seen you in a long time. To wear your own head. Why would you want to do that? Thank you, Diamond King, for rescuing my stuff when I inadvertently died. And then here. Okay, I think we might have finally gotten this exterior shape sorted. Took long enough, right? The salty parrot is not safe. No, this is correct. The salty parrot is not, apparently, and I have found this out to my detriment, not mob safe. This is wrong. This is wrong, 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 wrong. But this is right, right, rightity, right, right, which sounds ridiculous, and I'm sorry I said it. Still managed to hurt myself on the way down somehow. More, please. Much, much more, please. That's got to be more than enough. Would I like to hire the Black Rose Bandits to defend your bar? My bar. Is this one of those nice bar you have here, be a shame if something happened to it scenarios? Because it sounds like one of those. How are our Block Assassin ratings looking? Hunter is in the lead with 5. Remember guys, Block Assassin season ends in 3 days. Fresh season will start. I'm going to stick with the core scoring system we're currently using, so every kill counts instead of 1 kill per player per season. Just because Well, just because. Wait, did I screw up again? Come on, tell me I didn't screw up again. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1. No, it's fine. This one goes here. You have to relog. And sometimes it can take up to a minute or two for the flare information to update, so don't expect it to change immediately, but it will. Don't worry. It will. Ow. Alright, take it easy, DK. Maybe tomorrow you'll get lucky and actually get a murder in on me. So, what do you guys think we should do as far as like the stadium layout goes? Is nobody interested in working on this with me, by the way? Normally it's not that hard to get people to help out with community builds like this, but nobody seems to be too interested, except, you know, Diamond King has provided materials, which I appreciate. Well, that's fair enough, DK. You have every right to be salty, and I have every right to protect my precious noggin. It's just the way of things. Let's see. Oh, I have another stack here. What is he on? I think he's on PvE. No, he's on Elvish. Alright, let's get the platform in place. So this is going to be the edge of the playing field. I think I'm going to include this in the playing field, just because otherwise it might start seeming a little bit small. Are your birds? Yeah, they have to be within 3-block radius, so they won't always dance in the little cage I built for them, because they can step out of that radius. And for some reason, even though they're sitting down, they still manage to move around. It's very strange. What up, Hunter? So, Hunter, if you want to help out here, the idea is spruce slabs all the way around for now. Up to, but not including over this. Ah, Hunter got an assassination in on me. GG. Because you feel sorry for me. Oh, that's hilarious. Thank you for your fake pity. Do you need slabs? Here. There's some spruce wood for you to work with. The hunter murdered me and logged off? No, he just lagged out, I think. Did you throw away those logs? I mean, it's not like the stuff grows on trees. And back to the salty parrot for some sleep. Run the gauntlet here. Whee! Oh, just checking to see if the flare is updated. Well, you're definitely in the lead, so it'll show up soon enough. Getting the data to synchronize across multiple servers through MySQL is a little unreliable. Sometimes it takes longer than you'd think. I would have expected it to be updated by now, though. I'm not sure why it's not. But there you have it. Hey Ruben, welcome back. That's not good. Hunter got zombied. Noble, this is the playing field. You're building stuff over the playing field. Build up to the raised dirt section. I never really design anything. Usually I just have a vague idea of what I'm trying to accomplish, and I just kind of... Crap. That's kind of dumb. I'm a little dumb today. So up to but not over the outline of the stadium is the idea. It's all good, man. This is your first time on here, you should probably just go out, get some gear, do some mining, you know, get yourself set up. That's all secret sauce, man. That's something you can work out for yourself. It's not really, you know, a huge mystery or anything. But there are specific criteria. We doing this right? Yes, we are. I'm doing it right, folks. I'm doing it right. More by accident than anything else, but I'm doing it right. Thanks, Hunter. Appreciate it. Much obliged for the assistance. Oops. So the way we're going to set this up is that the main spectator area will be here. There will be team boxes on the sides. And then back there is going to be the ref box and the redstone for the scoring system. And I think we'll have like a raised scoreboard above it so that it's clearly visible when you're sitting here. The only thing that might be neat is if the spectator area was back there, you'd have an ocean view. I don't know if that makes a whole lot of difference. You know, you're going out too far. Go out to, but not over this ring here, the grass ring. The grass ring marks the edge of the playing field. GG Willman, got yourself some gear. By the way, if you want to come over, I can give you some food or some seeds or something to help you get started, maybe a little iron. There is a public iron farm over by my base. It's just a single cell, but it's public, so it's got that going for it, which is nice. If you go into the Nether, you can follow signs for the new player town from spawn. That's the easiest way to get there. It's a pretty short run for the Nether. It takes, you know, 90 seconds to get here from there. Okay, so does that seem about right? Are we getting there? This is close. That looks pretty good. We do need leaves. We don't need leaves yet. We still have a lot of building to do here before we're ready to put the leaves in. Okay, so again, we've got a long way to go before we're ready to start putting the playing field in. So once these are in place, we can start putting in the fences on the back. I'm kind of going all the way around, and what we're going to do is we're going to break down the stuff that we don't need after the fact. Noble, if you want, or Hunter, to make like the entrance, I think the entrance should be here, so you'd have like maybe a spiral staircase or something from the bottom. Or you could even start on the road from spawn, from the portal over to here. So I was thinking just a spiral staircase that comes up here, or elevator shafts or something, because this is the main spectator area right here. But you know, set it up however you want. I'm happy to let whoever wants to do this do it. I think elevator shafts would be nice. I think it would be nice if we just had an elevator or two that you went into and then came up to the top level. Just kind of keep it in the same style, so lots of logs, and we're going to have like vines on the outside and leaves and flowers. Oh, man, I am so over slime block elevators. If I never see another slime block elevator in my life, it'll be slightly too soon. Okay, all right. So we have some other stuff we need to do now. Sorry, Noble, where at? Not quite sure what you mean by that. It's not just that. They're unreliable. They break all the frickin' time. They kill people occasionally. And Hunter got exploded again. Are you going to make it back for your stuff, Hunter, or do we need to chest it up for you? This isn't Hunter stuff. That's just some iron ore. Oh, you're already back. I don't know where your bed spawn is, but clearly not far away. Why is everybody shooting everybody? And remember, guys, if you're watching on Twitch or YouTube, you like what you see, consider giving me a follow on Twitch or a sub on YouTube. Right here is one. No, so here's like the main entrance, right? And I was thinking we could have maybe just two elevator shafts next to each other from down here. And then from here we need to have a road that goes from here down to... That kind of depends on where you are. You're not providing enough information for me to answer the question. Skeletons are jerks. But, you know, if you want to come up with a design for that yourself, or you two want to work together on that, I'm perfectly okay with that. Well, check the map, type /map, and you'll be able to see exactly where you are and where you need to be. Crap, that's not going to work. I'm doing this for a reason, and you'll find out what that reason is shortly. But I need to... let's see. This is top slab. Actually, I don't really need to do this. All I need to do is this. Oh, hold on. Let me work this out. So what I need is a bunch of stairs, basically, is what I need. Let me just get started with that. Lots and lots of spruce. Possibly dark oak. I think maybe we'll use dark oak for this. I'll use spruce as like the primary wood plank, but I think having dark oak for some highlights might be nice. So let's take... It's probably going to end up being half a stack of logs because of the 7:4 trade ratio between stairs and planks, which I've always thought was a little bit strange. But whatever. Mojang being Mojang, I suppose. there's a couple of areas here. What? Oh, don't tell me the symmetry is broken again. Come on. No, it's not. It's just much narrower than it seems. Yeah, go to the nether portal at spawn and follow the signs for the player town. That'll get you there. I don't like this. There's not enough room. Let's come up with something a little different. Every time I try to build something like this, I look at the size and I kind of try to gauge it, and I always think it'll look and feel much bigger than it ends up looking and feeling. It's a little frustrating, actually. But there you have it. Alright, I'm going to set up the exterior fence. At least I know that that's going to go in and work and look proper. So that's going to be the other half of that stack, I guess. We'll go with dark oak for the exterior fencing as well. And that means I need more than that for sure. Ooh, big sneeze. Seriously? Is it dark again? Didn't I like just sleep 5 seconds ago? Time flies when you're building fences. Everybody's killing stately today. GG. GG. I'm a good sport. It's all good. I won't murder anybody today. Full inventory. You didn't get the flower? Aw. Maybe I should. Well, problem is if I set it up so that it drops instead of like giving it to players, there's a good chance somebody not the person who earned it might end up with it, and that seems kind of lame too. Alright, well, you're obviously free to break the fence as needed. I'm just putting it all the way around for now because it's easier to put it in and break what you don't need than try to anticipate what you're going to need. I think I'm still not going to have enough. Haven't seen you in a very long time, Wilman. How have you been? See, didn't have enough. I thought I mightn't, and I was rightn't. I was right-n't. That makes no sense. That thing I just said makes no sense. Alright, folks, remember, play.1mc3.com is that URL if you want to join us, and you are welcome to do so. You stop playing Minecraft? Yeah. You know, there's so many other games I could be playing, and ultimately, there aren't any world builders. There just aren't any viable world building games. If there was a better one than Minecraft, I'd be all over it, but not only is there not a better one, there really isn't one. Not something that gives you like full freedom to design and make what you want. There are games like Ark where you have a limited set of things that you can put together, and that's great. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you want to just be able to build in different styles with different materials and kind of come up with whatever look and feel you want, there's literally nothing. No, I think you're still owner, Hunter. I didn't take you out. You're still allowed to add members. Shouldn't be a problem. Hey, Wilman, you're the Green Ranger. Cool. Oh, somebody finished the fence off for me as I was making new fence pieces. Okay, so we need the player boxes on the ends here, on the long ends. Here, I've got some extra steak I can spare you. You should go get some seeds or some carrots or something, though, and get a farm going for yourself somewhere. Region, add member, player town, Willman. Yeah, no problem, man. It's region, subcommand, region name, player name. Okay, so the specters, I don't think we need like actual, you know, tribunes. I'm not sure what the word is. Actual stands that like raise up, but maybe we'll play around with that a little bit later. See what we can come up with. So this is going to be where the player boxes go. What's up, Ruben? Well, Ruben's not trying to kill me, at least. That's nice. It's nice to know that somebody isn't trying to kill me. Hunter will help you find a place in or near the player town to set something up, depending on what you want. Bear in mind, if you build in the player town, you do need to stick to our theme, which is medieval. It's fairly straightforward. Basically, nothing modern, nothing huge. Try to go with a cutesy Minecrafty look. But if you don't want to do that, you can build wherever you want, pretty much. Check out the build rules to be sure, but mostly, as long as you don't build too close to other people's builds, you can build pretty much what you want, where you want. So Hunter, maybe you can help Willman find a place to build. Help him select a plot. So this will be the extent of the player boxes. Like so. That means we're going to put windows or walls in here or something instead of the fencing, so we might as well just make the fencing go away right away. This is only too wide. It's a little narrow, but it's fine. And then we need to think about what material we're going to make the structural walls out of, because, you know, logs are great for pillars and stuff, and it looks good, but it's not, you know, you're not going to build entire buildings out of logs. It just ends up looking like you chopped a tree in half. Okay. So what do you guys think for fill material? I'm always partial to green clay myself. Well, you can make the box, but I wasn't really planning on making the referee box until I have the redstone in place, because that'll kind of help me know what the referee box needs to look. What you can do, Ruben, is you can make the concourse. So down here, first of all, we're going to need pillars on the inside, along the interior here, at, you know, a fair spacing. And then we need an inside wall here so that the drop area is protected. And then the concourse here, you know, like a wooden floor, probably going down to this level all the way around, and this is where you'll be able to go from the entrance to the player stand, so we'll need a ladder or something going up to the player areas on both sides, and a way to get to the referee box in the back. That's over my base. Follow the sign for Stately in the Nether, and you'll find it easy enough. You need to go to my house by, preferably by train, but you can walk too. And then walk past my little yellow barn, and you'll see the auto fisher and public iron grinder behind it. Let me give you 2 or 3 stacks. You need spruce logs? You need dark oak for the pillars, if that's what you need it for, which I assume it is. But I don't know for sure. Landmark, you can build anything like Minecraft. I've never heard of it. Is it kind of a dead game? Okay, let's not give them to you one at a time here. Behind you. Behind you. Ruben. No. Hold on. Stop it. So it has to be underneath the existing planks here. So you're in the playfield. Also, there's 2 stacks of dark oak logs for you here. Here. So this green ridge is the edge of the actual playfield. So this would go, I think, probably like here. And then go around on the outside, so don't block off the playfield. And you don't need to put a huge number of pillars in because, you know, the diameter is smaller, so start off with the outsides, the flat sides, and then just kind of fill it in with maybe 3 pillars along the diagonals. And that should be fine. 27 observers? What do you need 27 observers for? Inquiring minds want to know. So, as far as like the actual viewing areas go, we want to make sure that people can't walk into the arena. And there's a couple of ways of doing that. But one thing we can do is this. We can put this down and say we have a roof line here. So you'll be standing here and there's not much between you and the viewing area this way. There's a cobble in the public build chest. I'd be very surprised if there weren't still some cobble in the chests in the nether. So, is there a better way to do this? I'm trying to do something that doesn't take up too much space and still looks good. It seems like it's getting dark like every 15. You don't have access to the build chests in the nether? How much cobble do you need, Noble? I'll head over there and grab it for you. You mean your base or your hobbit hole base? Oh, that's too bad. Remember EverQuest Next? That was supposed to be the next big thing, and they did a demo that would allow you, where they showed how you could create entire buildings that looked like they belonged in an MMO rather than something Minecrafty. And that wasn't unappealing looking, but apparently they never got anywhere with it because I haven't heard a word about EverQuest Next in like forever. It was early days when they were talking about it. There is a stack of cobble for you. There's not a whole lot left. There's, I think, only 1 stack left in there. Yeah, no problem, man. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, I was gonna sleep. I totally forgot to sleep. Yeah, Endermen are jerks, man. I mean, you can have all the armor in the world and you're still dead after 3 hits from those assholes. Jeez, I had some. I either threw it away or I threw it in the build chest over here. But honestly, I think I threw it away. Yeah, it's one of those things where you always just assume you always have enough around. And you don't. No, I don't. Did you manage to find my place in the iron grinder, woman? Oh, Hunter, you died like 4 times in the last half hour. Yeah, this looks pretty good, Ruben. This is just about what I had in mind. Is anybody in the mood to show Wilman where the public iron grinder is? You have no armor. Well, that doesn't help. You should try having armor. Have you tried not having no armor? Hey guys, I need to step away for just a second. The bell peppers need to go in the crock pot. So give me just a moment. I'll be right back. Oh man, that is smelling good. I'm making carnitas. Hunter found some string. Excellent. Alright, so next step. Well, next step really is we need to start putting in some of the walls. This looks good, Ruben. This is pretty much what I had in mind. I think these can come out one on the edges. I know there's a pillar at the top already, but I think at the bottom they can come out one. Actually, Ruben, why don't you move these entire pillars forward here on the long ends, 1 block? And what we'll do is we'll just shorten this a little bit so that this right here is where the opening is. Brown Gaming, how you doing, man? What kind of games do you play? And I guess what I'll do is I'll start putting in the floor for the concourse level. Again, I'm kind of putting in the skeleton here, the basic structure, with the idea being that I can then we can go in and put in the stairs and the boxes and all of the stuff once we actually have a decent infrastructure in place to put it all on. Let's see, 2 stacks. Really, why is this still here? Go away, go away. Oh, come on, stop that. That is so infuriating. So let's see. Where is the floor level? I think right about here is the floor level, right? And Is there any reason to want to like bottom half slab it or anything? I don't know. But what I'm thinking we'll do is we'll make this here the floor level for the concourse. So I'm going to start putting this down. I have extra slabs. If you're done with that, Ruben, I can give you some, or I can just give you a stack of spruce. And you can get started on the floor here as well. My shovel's about to give out. I feel like I should fix it because I don't want to lose my murder shovel. It was a gift after all. So I'm going to do the wood out until the inside edge of the outer ring here. Because we're going to either fill this in partially, or we'll have fencing, or we'll have some combination of the two. This is mostly to be able to get around, like get into the ref's box, get into the player boxes, that kind of thing. This is turning into a reasonably big build, and it still doesn't seem like it's a huge Spleef arena. I mean, it's not tiny, obviously, but it doesn't feel huge. That's not quite right. This is probably how it'll end up going. Not that it matters too much. More spruce, please. That was only my first stack. Storage. Fallen is one of those players who likes building things big. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. I mean, there's going to be a wall on top of it or something, so it's not like we need to worry too much about whether we put in one or two too many blocks here. Jack is back. How you doing, man? Welcome. Yeah, I had a kind of a redstone everything phase. These days I'm kind of more interested in just building fun stuff and aesthetic stuff than huge redstone farms, but I've built my share. I've built a 600 piston cane farm and giant auto sorter with 80 chests, all of the good stuff. So let's see, here and here and well, we'll have to work this out. I think for now it's probably better to err on the side of placing too many planks, because it's not like planks cost a lot. It's not like this is quartz that took forever to dig up or anything. And we want to make sure there's enough room to actually walk back here. That's pretty important. I haven't really done anything redstone in a while, so I'm looking forward to doing the scoring system on here. I remember you, Jack. Why would I not remember you? You've been on many times before. Alright, let's go make a few more stacks. We still got a fair amount to do here. Maybe. I haven't quite decided exactly how it's going to work yet. I want like a scoreboard above the ref box, so we're probably going to have... Realistically, that means there's going to be kind of a building back here that houses the redstone. We're going to have a redstone ladder going up from the score box. But I want it to be kind of big and a little imposing. It doesn't have to be huge. I think we're going to make it go from like 0 to 5 points, or maybe even just 0 to 3. Because, well, best of 5, is that something you do in Spleef? I think it's usually like best of 3 at most, right? But what I'm going to do is I'm going to build the redstone, and then I'm going to build the housing around it, because I'm not 100% sure how much room it's going to take up, and I'm not very good at estimating, so I always end up not giving myself enough space. We're just going to be a little conservative and do the actual build first. And then we'll just build a housing around it. That makes much more sense than the other way around, in spite of the fact that that's how I normally do it. Yeah, you can... a scoreboard that goes to 3 and a scoreboard that goes to 5 is... Technically, there's not a huge difference in the difficulty level. It's the same construct. You just need more hoppers and more width. But as far as like flushing the score and resetting it to 0 and things like that, it doesn't change anything. Oh, clever. Is there anybody near a bed? If not, I'll run down real quick. Otherwise, we're just going to end up getting completely mobbed here. And are you dead yet? No, now you are. The only good creeper is a dead creeper or a charged creeper. And remember, guys, if you're watching on Twitch or YouTube and you like what you see, consider giving me a follow on Twitch or a sub on YouTube. I would appreciate it. It costs you nothing and it makes a simple streamer happy. Darn it. There are monsters nearby my place, too. It ain't right. Let's go murder some monsters, preventing us from sleeping. Ah, somebody got it. Thank you, somebody. Thank you, random person. So, hey, guys, a quick question about Tribal. I'm thinking about either disabling entirely the ability to sleep through the night with one person sleeping, or make it so that like half the players have to be sleeping, or some percentage instead of just a single player. It feels to me like Tribal should feel more dangerous. What do you guys think? Let's see if I'm getting this right. Yeah, 75%. I was thinking 50. But yeah, a percentage rather than just a single player, basically, is the question. One per tribe? No, that's confusing. That's one of those things that you just know if you implement it, you're going to be explaining it over and over again. Well, if you can come up with something, but, I mean, that's fine. If you can. Bear in mind, we also need a countdown timer for the doors. Hey, your daddy left you at 5 years old. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. I'm sorry to hear about your daddy. For the record, I am not your daddy. You're not even my real dad! Wednesday, man. Hopefully, if everything goes right, Wednesday. So I promised you guys an update on Tribal. Here is the current status report. The custom items, the first batch of custom items are in. There are several custom weapons that have a chance of doing an additional effect when you hit somebody with them. For example, there's a venom sword that has a small chance of applying poison to a player when you hit him. There's a sword that can cause explosions. There are banners which you can place in your shield slot that will buff your clanmates, but not you, in a specific radius. So there's a banner that'll slowly regenerate health. There's a banner that will remove negative potion effects. There's a banner that'll feed. These are all quest items. This scope on this version is going to be a little bit smaller in that I'm not going to do a major 3-month test. I want to validate the PvP and clan stuff and then start working on an actual release version. Why is there sad song? It's completely random, and the music is just this big old selection of public domain random music that we play. So this is probably going to be a 6-week to 2-month test, this next version of Tribal. And as previously stated, it's going to be PvP oriented. There are going to be no merchant tribes like last time. There's only the PvP content this time. And my plan is when it launches to have both a PvE and a PvP version. I've updated the quests. I've balanced some of the quests. I've made most of them harder. Yeah, everybody always says it should last forever, and then after 3 weeks they're bored and they don't play it anymore. So you'll excuse me if I don't jump at the opportunity to make something last longer, because what people think they want and what they actually want, you know, they vote with their feet. I'm sure we can find you some seeds, Wilman. You want just wheat seeds to get your farm going? Let's go check Pie's farm out. Maybe we can find something there. What are you working on here? What is this going to be, Noble? Oh, he's trying to make an elevator. He's trying to make an elevator. Everybody's gonna die. Well, so there will still be an inner kingdom where you can't PvP unless you're at war. But you won't be able to build anything that's protected except in warrior tribes in the Outer Realm. That means that, you know, you can place chests, but they're not protected. You can make buildings, but they're not protected unless you're in a tribe and you build in a tribe area. Now, the only exception for that is when you start playing, you're going to get a homestead block, which gives you one chunk of your own, but only for a week. So that means, you know, when you first start playing, you have some time to get things going and to sort things out. And you can steal, you can loot, yes. Again, this is a competitive game. This is a PvP game, so you can steal, you can loot, you can be a complete and utter jerk. Alright, let's see where the entrance is. Alright, Noble, take it easy. See you next time. Thanks for your help. Alright, let's get some seeds for Wilman here. This is the public farm that Pie's been working on. I think it's probably pretty much done. We need to make sure that the privileges are set properly, but and get the road set up, of course. But we're getting there as far as the farm here. Alright, let me just replant, and then whatever I have left after I replanted you can have. Alrighty, here we go. Seeds. And you might as well take the wheat as well so you can make some bread or something. Cool. No problem, man. All good. All good. I'm not sure why the entrance is on the other side. I mean, the road is here, and he kind of built the entrance on the other side, so we do need to get this roaded up. Guys, if you want to join us, play.1mc3.com is the URL. My name is here every day around 6 Pacific, except on those days that I don't. And if you like what you see, consider giving me a follow on Twitch or a sub on YouTube. That would make you an awesome person, and Stately loves awesome people, because who doesn't? And we're starting our Tribal Beta 3 PvP tribe-based server. It's a little like Factions, only different. We're launching our beta on Wednesday at the beginning of the stream if everything goes according to plan. So definitely tune in for that or join and try it out. I recommend the latter. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. We've already run a couple betas. And this is going to be the official extra salty beta where PvP is not only allowed but basically required. So there's going to be bitterness and recriminations and accusations and shouting, and it's going to be fantastic. Y'all going to love it. You have my personal guarantee as a YouTuber of the highest repute. Also a Twitch streamer of the highest repute. Or maybe the second highest repute. Of some repute. There's some repute. There's an amount of repute involved. Let's just leave it at that, okay? Gee, stop harassing me. Repute. Some amount of repute. I'm having an argument with myself. Pork chop, how you doing? PvP update kind of killed you. Oh, you're one of those people who never got over the 1.7 PvP. This, come on guys, let's... Don't put stuff like this here. This is going to be playing field. That's all playing field. You need to, if you're going to try to build something there, Ruben, you need to bear in mind that there needs to be a wall on top of the wood that's already there. To keep the players separate from the build area. Okay, alright. So, let's see. We have our concourse floor in place now. Yes. Does a forest hill equal a hill? I'm a little unclear on what exactly you're asking, Hunter. Well, I'll be honest with you, I'm very unclear on what exactly you're asking. Redstone blocks. I don't have a lot of redstone. I have, you know, maybe a stack of redstone. But is nobody selling it at spawn, at the shops at spawn? That would surprise me. I suspect there's at least 2 or 3 people selling redstone at spawn. Forest Hills biome counts as a forest, yes. You need spruce. Here's another pile of logs. That's kind of our last pile of logs, so why don't you also grab some saplings and plant a giant spruce here, or 2, if you're up for it. So I think Noble is trying to do an elevator here. I mean, if it works, power to him, but I've had such bad lucks. Hey, it's fun day. Do I have tips for YouTube? Like for streaming on YouTube? I'm like the least popular streamer in the world. If you're asking how to get famous on YouTube, you should basically just look at what I do and do the exact opposite. But as far as tips go, make sure that your stream looks good, make sure that your bandwidth is good, make sure that the quality of the stream is good, make sure that your microphone is good, make sure that you get the fundamentals sorted. You know, you're never going to have a popular stream if people can't understand you, or if you mumble, or if there's constant rustling going on in the background, or if your stream is compressed to hell. So do the basics first, and then just, you know, be you, have fun with it. Maybe you're one of those people who's a natural for it and manages to become famous. asks, would I want to watch this? Yeah, see, that's kind of the problem, because I ask myself that, and I'm like, hell no. Hell no. Hell to the no. No, I'm kidding. You know what, though, Pork Chop? The 1.7 combat, even though a lot of people were used to it, and to this day, people are still saying, hey, we've got to do the 1.8 combat or I don't want to play. It wasn't very good. Ruben, if you're building the ref box here, bear in mind that the referees need to be able to see as much of the field as they possibly can. So putting this here, these pillars here, and using wood here instead of glass basically kind of blocks the view. You need to try to make sure that the referee can see as much of the playing field as is humanly possible. I know they're not going to be able to see every single thing, but it gets really irritating if you're trying to ref a game and you can't see the players. So I've actually made some PvP improvements that we use on the server here in our PvP games, Toy Box, and on Tribal as well. I'm going for kind of a more tactical PvP experience, but a couple of things that I basically always do is I disable fast healing when you're in combat, and I always disable bow spam so that you can't like keep people at a distance with a bow, and that helps a lot. So, Hunter killed me again. GG. I got assassinated again. So just for the sake of actually being able to see what's going on, maybe we'll narrow the field down just a little, because this is already set back. So if we narrow the field down to this, a referee standing here can go back and forth and basically see the entire field. So let's go ahead and do that. I'll do it on the other side as well. Oh, I see. You were trying to get my head as well. I need to do more assassinations because, you know, if I don't assassinate people and they assassinate me, sooner or later, everything's going to be going poorly. Okay, and so the next step here is to make sure that people from the playing field can't get into the playing area. So that should give you extra space, Ruben. You can just put a glass wall on that front layer and have more room there. By the way, and for the record, I have kind of an idea of what I want with the ref box and everything, so I reserve the right to change things around if it doesn't work out for me. Yeah, if you've been playing, you know, 1.7 PvP for 5 years, it's going to be hard to change, but you know, it is what it is. I'm not going to stick with what I consider to be an inferior PvP system because people are used to it. That's... Stately don't roll that way. That's not enough. But I have high hopes for this new Tribal beta. I think some of the PvP enhancements that I've made are actually going to be fun, and I'm hoping people will actually like them. I'm only happy when it rains. I am Rich. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? I mean, I am Rich. And it's daytime, so we can't make it stop raining by sleeping. We have to wait until it gets dark. So we have to do this, right? We have to come up with the basic game area protection. And that basically means... Oh, not here. Oh, not here, because this is the plain area. You know, I don't like doing these half diagonals. So maybe what I'll do here... Crap. So this is an option. But if we do this, we're going to end up, you know, stuck here. I thought I had enough space. I really thought I had enough space. So the good news is, in theory, nobody's ever going to walk on this side. But we are going to have our player boxes here. And we need to be able to get up to those. And then the main spectator area here is going to be pretty simple. We can do this. And maybe we just, you know, fence this off here. None of this aligns especially well is kind of the problem. Ah, crud. See this right here? That don't fly for me. This is kind of fine, I guess. But again, with everything not aligning, I need to think this through. I'd like for people to be able to just, you know, at least walk around the edges here, but I also need to prevent them from getting onto the field. And I don't really want to make the field any smaller, if I can avoid it. Thank you, I am rich. You are the third person today to give me a fake donation on Twitch. There should be some kind of prize. You know what? You won a brand new car. Oh, no you didn't. Psych. Ruben? Sorry, I know I'm kind of constantly whining and complaining and stuff, but you can't use glass panes here, because if you use glass panes, the players can stand here, right? So this is part of the arena, and we can't let players stand here. So you have to use blocks. Also, I know, I'm whiny and complainy. You want it to be the fourth. Hunter, congratulations. You're the fourth person today to give me a fake donation on Twitch. Also, Stately hates clear glass, but you know that. Ah, jeez. I need to think about this plan. I might end up having to move the pillars on the corners back a little bit. I mean, there's plenty of room here. This is fine. And there's plenty of room here. All fine. But I think maybe the diagonals need to get moved out so that I can have more space here. Because this is just much narrower than I thought it would be. G18 Sneeze. Thank you for trying to be the fifth person to give me a fake donation on Twitch today. I appreciate it. I appreciate the sentiment. I mean, I generally assume that when people do this, the sentiment is make a 9-year-old cry or something, or just be cruel to strangers. But I'm assuming it's a joke at this point. I'm assuming everybody's having good fun and we're all having a nice laugh about it. Ah, balls. So it looks like I'm going to have to kind of redesign the corners to make it a little more wide through the diagonal here. So I'm probably going to have to move like 4 pillars back on each side, maybe 5. We'll worry about that tomorrow, or maybe I'll get it done, you know, during the stream or before the stream tomorrow. I should be able to tell you guys with a reasonable degree of certainty whether or not we are going to launch Tribal Beta 3 on Wednesday. I'll have that information for you tomorrow. Yeah, okay, 1 or 2 rounds, that's it though, because I need to get dinner started. I'm starving. Let's just make it stop raining. Hello! I guess it's too dark here. That's not good. A little more light, I suppose. Alright, let's play a round or two of Toy Box, just to end the stream. Brandon, I'm not quite gone yet, but we're getting there. What do we got? We're playing Darkest Night? Sounds good to me. Alright, let me grab the Warrior Kit. Hey, everybody's in. All the cool kids play Toy Box. If you haven't seen it before, Darkest Night is a PvE competitive game where the goal is to be the first player to kill 25 zombies during the zombie apocalypse. And remember, guys, you are welcome to join us here on play.1mc3.com. Wow. This is true. Noble's not as good in Darkest Night as he is in regular PvP. Okay, it looks like those guys have managed to put themselves out of the game already. Zombies! Yeah, zombies! Zombie. Die for Stately! Oh, also that's a meteor shower, because the zombie apocalypse comes with meteors. I saw one behind me. We're a little short on zombies. Fine, I'll take a baby. It's still worth points. Still counts. Assuming I can actually hit him. We got like 3 people trying to kill the same baby zombie. That's a little sad. Come on, where are the zombies at? Well, nobody's going to get any speedrun records for this one, that much is for sure. Here's a couple. That's a complete waste of a potion. Ah! Meteor strike. Where are all the single zombies at, yo? Hey, somebody remembered they have dogs. And it's time to eat. I'm ahead, but not by much. I don't know, was that me or Wilman got that one? Oh, come on, always with the friggin' babies. I hate the babies. Their hitboxes are so freaking tiny. Whee! It's like 2 people fighting over one zombie there again. Hunter has taken the lead. He's ahead of me by 2 zombies now. I got that one. Well, the zombie quantity is starting to pick up. That's good. Hunter is still 2 zombies ahead with 22, which means that this is coming down to the wire. GG. Beat me by 4. Nice. Well done. Well played. Alright, so how about, as our final game of the day, a round of Inferno. What do you guys think? Alright, Hunter, take it easy. Thanks for joining us. Y'all gotta vote for something. If y'all don't vote, we're going to play Darkest Night again. Which I'm fine with. I don't mind doing another round of Darkest Night, don't get me wrong. While we wait for the server to restart, let's check out the scorebook. Remember, the scorebook keeps track of scores in the last 90 days. And overall win-loss ratios. That's TL and Waffles up here. Noble Gas, as you know. Diamond King is in 4th, along with Hunter with 33%. Not bad, guys. I mean, not flare-worthy, but not bad. Alright, I'll take the Warrior kit. And if you haven't played this one before, it's pretty straightforward. This is a UHC with kits in the Nether, with a 5-minute time limit and an overtime box. Take it easy, Brendan Burks. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Ruben with the pro tips, folks. Hit the pig man. Just the 4 of us. Ooh, a chest. I'll take it. Nothing in there that I urgently want, but I like the boots. And I'll take the helmet. And PvP is enabled, so let's do some murdering. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's kind of a narrow area there with no real coverage, so I don't want to engage him at that particular location. Let's see. Alright, let's see if we can find people. Only took half a heart there. It must have been some kind of glancing blow. I don't really know where everybody is. Or anybody, for that matter. Come on, guys. Come out so I can murder you. Alrighty, he did hit me pretty hard though. Okay, so it's down to Wilman and Ruben. This is a very fast-paced game. These games usually last about 3 minutes. They're fun though. Quick old 3-minute PvP game. What's not to like? So let's see how this goes. Well, it's on. It is on. Het giet on, as the Frisians would say. Yes, Frisian is an actual language. Bit of a standoff going here. Oh, that's pretty evenly matched. Ruben is definitely lower on health. They both have the same gear, and Wilman wins it. GG. Alright, folks, that will have to do it for today, I'm afraid. So if you I'll want to come down to the lobby and wave bye-bye at all the nice viewers on Twitch and YouTube. Remember, folks, I'm Stately. Our server is play.1mc3.com, and on behalf of myself and Fallen Smoke and nobody else, apparently, on behalf of myself and Fallen Smoke and Ruben and Wilman and everybody else here at play.1mc3.com, thank you for joining us. We'll be back tomorrow with more news on Tribal, and we're going to be working on the Spleef Arena some more. Tune in, follow me on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube, come play with us at play.1mc3.com, etc., 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 yada, yada, yada. Peace out.